Welcome to Wisdom of the World. Today's story is about the practicalities of eternal love. It's a story of Spanish origin that was recorded in California. It's called Buried Alive. And it goes like this. Once upon a time, there was a couple. They loved each other very much. And every time they say, do you love me? Yes, I love you. And what if I die? What would you do? Oh, I'll die too. And this would happen over and over again. They would say these kind of sweet words to each other. And if I die first... Anyhow, in the end, they made a pact. If one of them was going to die, the other would also die and they would be buried together. They made that pact. So as fate would have it, the wife died first. And then the guy said, okay, we made this pact. So he told the coffin maker, the grave digger, he said, make it a bit extra wide because I'm going to have to fit in there too. And so the guy says, well, why is it? And then he explained why, that we made this deal together. So it happened. They got buried together. Well, the guy was not dead yet. And somehow, who knows from where, he found a little pipe and he stuck it up to the dirt, and that's how he could still breathe. And then he was laying there. And then as he was laying there, he heard a little shuffle, and then he saw a little mouse coming. And he saw that the mouse was walking over to another mouse, a girl mouse who was dead. And the mouse shuffled again and came back with a little white flower. And so he kissed his wife on the nostril and put that little flower in her mouth. And then lo and behold, the little mouse woke up again. And then they both left through that same little hole. So the guy saw this and says, this little flower must have some sort of power, I don't know. But so he also bent over, kissed his wife. He got that little flower because that's what they had left over, and also pushed it into his wife's mouth. And again, really, miracle, miracle, miracle. She was alive again. She started breathing again. And she said, where are we? And he said, well, we made this pact together. You died, so I got myself buried together with you. And then she said to him, so what are we going to do now? And he says, well, I've got this little pipe, so we'll just call out. And he says, hey, grave digger, come and get us. We're still alive. And then the grave digger sort of heard this call, and they first thought, ghosts, it must be ghosts. But then he said, no, we're not ghosts. We're just not dead, and you buried us yesterday. Can you please come and dig us up again? So the grave diggers got their shovel and dug up the grave again, and there they were, both together, alive. And they again explained the whole story to the grave diggers. Now, this guy, before he had been buried, he had gone to the priest. He had saved up a little bit of money, and he says, priest, I don't have any use for it anymore, so please will you say some prayers, and then so but now that him and his wife were alive and living, so he went back to the priest and he says, could I, I gave you some money, could I have that money back? And then he said, oh, that money, well, I already spent half of it. I said 60 masses to make sure that both of you would go straight to heaven. And then he said, well, I know, but well, he explained what happened. And so the priest says, okay, I'll give you back the rest of the money, but you must make sure that you actually leave town. Because if somebody finds out that you're still alive, I don't know what'll happen to me. So the guy took the money, went to his wife and says, please, pack your suitcase. We need to go. And so they did. Now, this is not a story with a morale. It is just a story that helps us think when we say all these nice things about eternal love. Thank you.